Hey friends! Well, fall weather is finally really here. We're gonna have highs probably in the late 50s, maybe early 60s if we're lucky. Temps are dropping into the 40s at night. Things are coming to a close. So today, I'm gonna go through the entire garden and pull anything that's left because I think I'm gonna put my chickens out here tomorrow. So my chickens did such a good job in the backyard digging up the garden beds for me. I really want to put them out here and let them attack all these weeds and knock back the bug population before it gets cold. So I'm going to go through here and pick whatever I've got left. I'll show you what I got hiding out here. And then my husband is going to help me fence this in, and we are going to put the chickens in it. The wind is picking up. It's definitely fall. So we're going to check out shishito peppers first. And I do have a nice little crop of these shishito peppers here. Let me get them picked. That's a nice little pile of shishitos. I'll go ahead and make those fresh for Brent for dinner tonight. Now I'm going to go through and look for any of the other, like they got a bell pepper down there, any other sweet peppers that have come on in the last couple of weeks since I picked sweet peppers. Okay, so I found these nice long green ones. These are sweet. They're called a Carmen. And then I found these ones here. These are the gypsy peppers. And then I found, look at this crazy, this is a banana pepper. They got left on forever. And then I got about a half a dozen nice bell peppers in here in addition to all those shishitos. Not a bad haul for October. You know, it wouldn't be a Stephanie video without a bumblebee enjoying some flowers. This is a brave one. It's pretty windy out here in these tall zinnias today. Woo! You a tough bee. Guys, look at these guys I found hiding. Oh man, can you see them? See how huge those are? Hang on, let me pick them. Look at these guys. They're as tall as my head. These are the Giallo, Giallo. They are a sweet pepper. And I got the seed from Haas Tools. They are beautiful. On to hot peppers. These are poblanos. This is one that I missed picking earlier, and then I got a whole bunch of smaller starts. Underneath them, I have got a whole bunch of cayenne, some red ones, and these are fish peppers. Look at the stripes on those. Aren't they pretty? I don't know if it translates, but even these red ones have got some kind of striping still evident. All right, and then I gotta pick these Sugar Rush peaches still too. We're gonna come in here and cut these honey nut squash too, I think. Okay, that's a pretty good haul. These are hot peppers for sauce or drying. I haven't decided yet. Sweet peppers for cooking. I've got a couple zucchini. One that's definitely going to the chickens. The other two I might use. I have this watermelon, which sounds good. It's teeny. I'm going to cut that open so it goes. I found one more random spaghetti squash in there. And these are all the honey nut squash. They're a combination between a butternut and a acorn, maybe butternut and something small. So they're personal size. I'm just going to cut them in half and cook them in the oven with some butter and maybe some brown sugar or honey on the inside of them. So that's my final haul out of this garden for October. Tomorrow, my husband's going to come out here with me, and we're going to enclose the garden with some kind of fencing he has, and we're going to put the chickens in it for the day as long as it is nice out and I'm going to be home, because we are, you know, right next to a road. I can't just let them free range, but if I put fencing out here and keep an eye on them, they can come in here and they will have a beautiful time with this, with all of the bugs and weeds that are in there. There's a whole bunch of bug infested cabbages. They're gonna love those. And I've got an entire pile of aphids at the end eating that kale. They'll go bonkers over that. So stay tuned. That's step number 2. And several days later, the garden is the same. So here's the situation. We attempted to fence in this garden, which is 10 by 30, and put the chickens in it. First, we didn't have enough fence. Then I put a couple chickens out and they got everywhere. My son had to go get them from across the neighborhood. We had to go get them from behind our house. And one night we were sitting at dinner and all of a sudden there was a chicken in the dining room window. Photographic evidence here. So, as much as I want to let my chickens free range in my legal front yard garden, my slightly illegal front yard garden, don't report me, not gonna work. So instead, here is what I did. I have Midwestern rednecked my chicken coop. Okay, so original chicken coop right here. I have got some 6 mil plastic on top of it. Over here, I have got this fence, which I've had all season, and I took snow fence and I tied it all the way around, zoop, all the way around the back. And I've got this plastic tarp over about half of this run. Hey girls, and I'm throwing my garden in here. Snowy, are you trying to break into the food bag? I'm cleaning out my food bins too. What do you think you're doing over there? Huh? By the way, Snowy, she's the chicken that was in the window. What's up, girls? All right, so I got squash and Brussels back here. Those are all the Brussels that never made Brussels. I knocked all the pretty squash vines down. Bailey's losing her mind. And I'm starting to put all of the garden in here. What this is gonna do, it's still gonna give me my giant compost pile. The chickens are still gonna get to eat all the leftovers of my garden, but they're gonna be nicely contained inside my redneck snow fence chicken run for the next month or so until they break all this down. I will take the snow fence off this winter. I say that, but if it gets really cold, I might not. It might live here all winter. Now, I could make this pretty. I could go out and get some chicken wire and make this really pretty, make a hinge door on it, which one day I might, but I'm not prepared to invest that kind of money in my chicken coop right now just to break down my garden. So I could not do it the way that I did because it might be ugly, or I could use what I have and do it. So this way, I'm gonna do it. And maybe I'll get some ideas on what kind of things worked. Hey, Bailey, you're interrupting my video. Dang on. So that's what I did. So I've gone ahead, I've snow fenced another little run in the backyard. This will keep the dogs out of the backyard too. The dogs have been getting into the chicken coop and I think they're eating chicken poop and leftover squash and getting sick. So this is a good idea. Happy chickens. Hey, Claudia. Now, as for this plastic over top, I already had this. This was from my greenhouse I built a couple years ago, and I saved it. And I'm going to secure it up here better than what I have now. This is just what I could do while Brent's at work. Because last year, their actual run where they nest and I can close like a screen door and everything got very wet with all the snow. Chicken can be cold. They can be in the snow, but they need a place to stay dry. And I didn't think that just underneath here was quite enough dry space. So by putting this up here and down the side, I'm going to keep a lot of snowfall and precipitation. So hopefully this will stay drier for them. Now I still have a whole side that's open and a side over here that's open. So there's plenty of ventilation, but maybe this will just help the pine sheavings kind of keep together a little bit longer and the chicken's feet stay drier so that they have a better winter. So this is not quite the putting the chickens in the garden video as promised in the beginning. It is more of the garden comes to the chickens and will continue to come to the chickens. for the next month or so, and I will be putting lawn clippings back here. I will be putting food scraps back here. I'll be putting everything out of the garden that I can to come back here, and hopefully in the spring, this entire whole area over here, that was not a good pan. I went right through a screen door. This entire area over here, minus the bags, will be nice chicken gone through compost that I can put in my garden in the spring, and with the added benefit of giving the chickens a little bit more run space and a little bit of protection for the winter. So now I'm gonna, what is your problem? Everybody's yelling at me today. You guys have days like that? My kids are yelling at me, the chickens are yelling at me, my dogs aren't listening as I yell at them. It's been that kind of day, but it is break time. Snack, sit down in my chair, relax, do the Wordle. I'm on it. All right, guys, have a great day, and I will see you soon.